this. Your hairdresser's done a lovely job.
Hasn't it? What's this?
Good. It does sound like a reindeer with clogs on, wouldn't it?
It's the reindeer on your roof tonight. Actually, it's me with two bowls. But anyway, I went for the full effect, you guys. You deserve it. Happy Christmas Eve. Yeah. So loving this. Yes.
Beautiful. December 24th.
Yeah. So I'm Prancer, and I'll be reading lesson 358. Are you ready?
Yes.
No call to God can be unheard or left unanswered. No call to God can be unheard or left unanswered. And of this I can be sure, his answer is the one I really want. That's that awakening to the recognition that God's will and our will are the same. I have been duped. I have been mistaken. I thought I was Coreen. I was listening to an ego thought system that told me what I wanted, what I needed, that I was in a state of lack, that I needed to get to fill this ache within. I was completely asleep and being used, ragdolled by the ego in its so-called will. But this is the answer, that God's answer is the only one that I really want. I do want God's answer. I do want to come home to the truth that I already am. And that's what we awaken to, that we're not leaving. There's no sacrifice when you recognize that that was never your will to begin with. We're aligning with God's will, and his will is our will, which is joy. All right.
Wow. Beautiful. I'm just feeling into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a blessing on Christmas Eve.
Yes. This is all he ever wanted to give us. Just everything. Everything.
Just everything.
Yeah. You who remember what I really am alone remember what I really want. So you who know what I am, also you alone remember what I really want when I have forgotten. You speak for God, and so you speak for me. And what you give me comes from God himself. Your voice, my Father, then is mine as well. And all I want is what you offer me in just the form you choose that it be mine. Let me remember all I do not know. And let my voice be still, remembering. But let me not forget your love and care, keeping your promise to your Son in my awareness always. But let me not forget your love and care, keeping your promise to your Son in my awareness always. Let me not forget myself is nothing, but myself is all. No call to God can be unheard or left unanswered, and of this I can be sure. His answer, his voice, his will, his love, his truth is the one I really want. Oh. So silly now. I'm feeling that so deeply and weeping, and I'm wearing animated horns.
Be careful of that nose doesn't fall off, sis. Thank you.
Wow.
It's so good to weep and laugh together.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
I think you have a blog that you wanted to bless the family with.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this, and should I share a couple of paragraphs from that blog?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a little prayer, or it's Jesus speaking directly to us after that. I think I will. I'll share it because we've got a few minutes, right?
Totally. We have
So
as
this
much time
part,
as we need.
okay, thank you. Let me just share this part. That when we're consumed by a seeming problem, we, as the Holy Self who heals all just by quietly forgiving it, are absent.
Mm.
So, I mean, that's a big statement. So when we're consumed, which means when we really do believe there's a problem. So we've had the trigger, we feel the fear, the defense is coming up. When we're in that moment, we're laying, or we're rejecting the truth in us, the Holy Self that he speaks of in this lesson, right?
Yes.
Okay, so in the moment we believe in fear, we are literally missing in action. We have abandoned our Holy Self, the source of all healing. The very moment that we believe a problem is real and requires defense reveals that we believe what the ego has projected. And then, of course, this is, and we've spoken about this dynamic before, and then it's the same ego that attempts to heal the problem, which it itself invented. It's just like insanity, when you see it like this. And
Literally.
all the while distracting us from recognizing the one real cause of the problem, which is our belief that we're separate and unworthy, which can only be healed through the holy instant of atonement. But we have to be present to the Holy Self to do that, right? When we can gauge which self is present by how fearful we are in any moment. The ego can even disguise fear in the forms, really? I'm reading this going, who wrote this? The ego can,
self-justification.
Well, yeah, of course, self-justification, right? The ego can even disguise fear in self-justification, in the forms of worry, anticipation, and even hope. How's that?
Wow.
Right. Is it the ego or the holy self that is present? As long as the ego can continue to divert us from accepting the one answer to all problems in the holy instant, it is happy to seek a plethora of magical remedies, just so we never recognize and heal the aching abyss of worthlessness that is the ego. After all, in the quiet majesty of the holy instant, as we rest deeply in total fearlessness, the ego ceases to exist. No wonder it abhors peace, No wonder the peace of God is its worst enemy. The peace of God is the absence of fear and the annihilation of the ego. So that was just a couple of little gems that came from this blog that we're recommending, which will be down below in probably the first link under this video in YouTube there. Mm-hmm. But can I share this quote? I cried when I read this morning. It kind of went straight in. And this is Jesus speaking directly to us. It's from lesson 156. Yeah. There is a light in you which cannot die, whose presence is so holy that the world is sanctified because of you. All things that live bring gifts to you and offer them in gratitude and gladness at your feet. The scent of flowers is their gift to you. The waves bow down before you, and the trees extend their arms to shield you from the heat and lay their leaves before you on the ground, that you may walk in softness, while the wind sinks to a whisper around your holy head. The light in you is what the universe longs to behold. This is the way salvation works. As you step back, the light in you steps forward and encompasses the world.
You take these two things together, like you are the light of the world, and everything that Jesus just read, it's like that's got to be the truth, and we know that's the truth. Like, that's why it brings up tears, because part of our mind can't really succeed in forgetting that. And recognizing our will is the will of God, and how the mind that has been ego identified for so long just this is that eye of the needle. It does not want you to pass. It's a real problem, and you better fix this, and you're unworthy, and it's your salvation's in the future, and you're not, you're a sinner, and you are this body, and you've got this real problem with the body. I mean, it's just got countless ways to spin you off from really seeing that there's no gap between you and the light and God. I thought that it's just its final push.
And it's the seeing or feel is the first bit. It's the next bit that anchors it, which is the acceptance of that, like genuinely accepting it, staying there long enough to anchor it within, and then looking out upon the world, encompassing the world as the light we are.
Can we do that together, please?
This, let's do it now. Thank you.
So not just the recognition of how this is and what we are, not a word, but just into this holy sanctuary where we're joining and accepting it. And it doesn't take effort to accept that the truth is true and nothing else is true. Letting it be true about you, us. With gratitude.
in that acceptance, deep acceptance, is our birth as Christ into the world. Rebirth.
That's the birth of the Christ.
And it is Christmas Eve.
It is Christmas Eve. I just felt this wave of, I'm so sorry to myself for entertaining lifetimes of bullshit to stave this truth off. And the closer you get to the truth, and then you just go, what an absurd idea. And thank God I could never pull it off. I'm surrendering to what is. I'm surrendering to myself. I'm kissing my feet. I bow before my own feet. I'm sorry. Sorry for using my brother. I'm sorry for making him the way he never was. I'm sorry for not seeing him as he's always been.
Sorry for seeing myself as I've never been.
Yeah, to use him to not know myself.
That's right. That's more honest.
Yes.
Beautiful, sis. Thank you. Did I ever tell you how precious you are?
Probably 50 times, but I don't know if I was present to receive it. Tell me again. Oh, sis. Where we are. From the ashes, we're rising.
Mm-hmm. With our beautiful family all the way.
Yeah. Y'all have given me the best Christmas gift that one can give another. You guys have just rocked my whole world. This year together. Oh, man. I just want to give back so much. So if you're not doing anything this evening, come join me in my Zoom room, because I have a beautiful message from Mother Mary. It's free. Just jump in my Zoom room, and it's in our newsletter. It's on our website. Take the family, take me to truth Christmas message. I'd love to have you. Maybe a half an hour, but it'll be beautiful. It'll be meaningful message of Christmas. Yeah.
And will there be flies there?
Angel flies.
Angel flies. You better catch them and glue some little white wings on the flies, right? That would be a beautiful visual effect for tonight's celebration.
Oh gosh, I have to laugh.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, sis. That's if I can see it, 3:58. 3:58, sis.
I know. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, here we go. We love you.
We do.
That's a huge, humongous love. It's a divine love.
Thank you.
Well, we'll see you tomorrow.
Christmas Day. Yay!
See you soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Mwah.
Bye.